The first thing I hear is the agent's voice. Sharp. Final. Sir, your seat is already checked in. I blink. My fingers tighten on the strap of my backpack. Checked in by who? This is my ticket. She looks at the screen, then at me with that soft airport employee sympathy that somehow hurts more. Your brother checked in for you. My stomach drops. Brody did what? Before she can answer, I hear his laugh behind me. I turn and there he is, rolling my suitcase like it belongs to him. He throws me a grin. Relax. You were not ready for a long trip. I did you a favor. I feel heat crawl up my neck. It was my spot. I paid for it. Dad steps between us with a sigh. Son, we did not want a scene today. Your brother already packed. It made sense. Made sense for who? My voice shakes even though I try to keep it steady. Then I see her. Avery is standing a few steps behind them. Soft brown hair. Light sweater. She gives me a small, confused smile as if she just realized I was supposed to be part of this trip too. I breathe out slowly. You are going with them? She nods. Your mom invited me last minute. I thought you knew. I shake my head. My chest feels tight, like the air around me thickened. Brody drapes an arm over her shoulder. Too close. Too casual. Avery stiffens under his touch, but she tries to hide it. Mom grabs Brody's wrist. We are running late. Security line is long. Brody walks past me, suitcase wheels tapping on the floor like a countdown. Take care of things at home. I will send pictures. Avery passes me next. For a second, she slows down. Her hand brushes mine. Barely a touch. But enough to send a current through me. She whispers, I am sorry. I did not know. I know, I say quietly. It is not your fault. Her eyes shine with something I cannot name. Guilt. Or something deeper. Then she steps away and follows my family toward the gate. I stand there in the middle of the airport, watching their backs as they disappear. The noise around me grows sharp, scattered. Rolling bags. Overhead announcements. Kids crying. My heartbeat. Everything I worked for. Everything I saved for. Taken like it was never mine. I walk outside the terminal because staying inside feels like swallowing glass. I lean against a pillar and exhale. The air is humid. Heavy. My phone buzzes in my hand, but I ignore it. I stare at the sky instead. Wide. Open. Free. The opposite of how I feel. My phone rings again. Unknown number. I almost silence it, but something in me says answer. Hello? A low voice responds. Steady. Professional. Is this Rowan Miller? Yes. Who is this? This is Dean Harrington from Northridge Aviation Academy. I have been trying to reach you. I have an offer regarding your training. My heart pauses, like the world made space for this moment. I want to meet. Immediately, he says. Your instructor recommended you for a special program. It is a full sponsorship. Elite track. I swallow hard. A sponsorship for me? Are you sure you have the right person? We are very sure, he says. Your future can start today if you show up. I look back at the airport doors where my family vanished moments ago. My voice comes out quiet, but certain. Send me the address. The call ends. I stand still for a breath. If they did not want me on their trip, then fine. I will take flight on my own. You are late. Those are the first words I hear when I push open the metal hangar door. The air hits me with the smell of oil and cold steel. Engines roar in the distance like thunder trapped inside a building. Dean Harrington stands near a jet frame with his arms crossed. Grey hair. Sharp gaze. No nonsense. I got here as fast as I could, I say. You should always arrive before you are expected. Aviation rewards discipline. His voice echoes against the metal walls. He studies me, then nods. Your instructor sees potential in you. I hope you know what kind of responsibility you accepted. Yes. I do. I say it even though my chest is still tight from everything at the airport. He gestures toward a figure leaning against a toolbox. Meet Nora Ellis. Top trainee. She will help evaluate your baseline. She looks up at me. Dark hair tied back. Sharp eyes that feel like they read more than they should. She gives a small nod. So this is the guy, she says. The one everyone keeps talking about. I try to hide my confusion. Everyone. She steps closer, voice low. You will learn fast that talent never stays quiet in a place like this. Dean waves us to follow. Simulation room. Now. As we walk, I hear Nora chuckle under her breath. What? I ask. Nothing. Just trying to figure out what makes you special, she says. You do not look like the type who steals the spotlight. I do not, I say. My family made that clear this morning. She glances at me. Bad day? They left for a trip without me. My throat tightens. My brother took my place. Nora slows her steps. For a moment her expression softens. Then maybe this is where you were meant to be instead. Her voice is calm, almost comforting. But the moment shifts when she adds, do not expect anyone here to go easy on you. Especially me. Inside the simulation room, the lights are dim. Screens glow in blues and greens. The seat looks like a cockpit ripped out of the sky. Dean taps the controls. This is your first test. Solo simulation. Basic flight. Calm weather. I slide into the seat. My palms are damp. My heart beat loud. Nora stands behind me. I can feel her presence like a shadow. Too close. Too aware. Relax your shoulders, she says. I am relaxed. No, you are not. Her fingers brush lightly against my shoulder blade. There. Now breathe. The simulation begins. The virtual runway lights flicker. My hands grip the controls. Steady, Nora murmurs. Lift at 30% thrust. I follow her voice. I rise. Smooth. Clean. For the first time today, I feel weightless. Dean nods from the side. Good start. The horizon shifts. Clouds thicken. The system flickers. That is not part of the program, Dean mutters. The screens flash red. Warning sounds blare. Nora steps forward quickly. End the sim. It is not ending, Dean says. The override is not responding. My pulse spikes. The plane in the simulation dips violently. Nora, I say. What is happening? She suddenly looks terrified. Not annoyed. Not smug. Terrified. Get out of the seat, she says. Now. I can stabilize it. It is not the sim I am worried about. Her voice cracks as she reaches for me. You are not supposed to be in danger today. Her words hit me like ice. Not supposed to be. Danger. Why does she know that? The sim jolts again. The whole room shakes. I stare at her. Nora. What do you mean? She hesitates for one breath. One heartbeat. Then whispers. There are things you do not know yet. Again. Nora's voice slices through the roar of the engine. My arms burn from the training drill, sweat dripping down my back. The hangar lights glare overhead, making the metal surfaces shine like heated glass. I have done this 5 times, I say through clenched teeth. Then do it better, she answers. Her tone is sharp, but her eyes hold something warmer than her words. You want elite, right? Elite does not get tired. I steady myself and restart the maneuver. My muscles scream. My breath shakes. But as the aircraft simulator responds, I feel something I have not felt in years. Purpose. Fire. My own heartbeat. When the drill ends, I step out and lean against the railing. Nora hands me a bottle of water. You push harder than anyone here, she says softly. You tell me I have to. Only because you can handle it. She looks away after saying that, as if she regrets letting it slip. My phone buzzes. A notification. Then another. I already know who it is. Avery. Laughing in a sunny European square. Brody beside her with his hand on her shoulder. Captions like family trip vibes. My chest tightens. Jealousy hits me first. Then disappointment. Then something heavier. Nora watches me. Bad news? Not news. Just reminders. She steps closer. Of what? That I never seem to be the one chosen, I say. Not at home. Not anywhere. Nora tilts her head, studying me. You think that about yourself? It is true. She moves closer until her shoulder almost brushes mine. If you were not chosen, you would not be here. They would not have offered you the sponsorship. And I would not be wasting my time pushing you to be great. I swallow, surprised at how steady her voice is. You are not wasting time. Her eyes soften. Then, as if she realizes she has said too much, she steps back and starts gathering the training files. The evening turns into night. The academy corridors grow quiet. Most trainees are gone. Nora and I sit in the briefing room, screens casting pale blue light on her face. I scroll through the simulation reports. She leans over my shoulder, her breath warm against my neck. You improved today, she whispers. You are the strongest pilot in this program. I turn to look at her. She does not move away. Her hand rests lightly on the table, close to mine. Close enough that if I shifted even a little, our fingers would meet. Why do you believe in me so much? I ask. Her lips part. Because you do not see what you are capable of. Someone needs to. The room feels too small. Too warm. She holds my gaze longer than she should. My phone vibrates again. This time, a message banner flashes across the screen. Avery. Nora notices the name. Her expression closes, like a door shutting. Take it, she says. It looks important. I hesitate, then open the message. Avery. We need to talk. When are you coming home? My pulse jumps. Nora watches me, unreadable. What does she want? I stare at the screen, feeling the ground shift under me. I do not know, I say quietly. But something is wrong. Avery, what is going on? My voice comes out sharper than I intend. The video call flickers, showing her standing in a dim hotel hallway. The wallpaper behind her looks expensive but cold. She keeps glancing over her shoulder. Her voice is barely a whisper. I cannot talk long. Are you safe? Yes. I think so. She bites her lip. Rowan, this trip is not what your brother made it sound like. My grip tightens around the phone. What does that mean? Brody has been different. He keeps getting angry at small things. He does not want me talking to anyone when he is not around. Even your parents seem confused. Her eyes dart to the side like she heard footsteps. Her breathing quickens. Avery, slow down. Tell me what happened. She shakes her head. I should have told you earlier. I am sorry. I just thought you were busy with training and I did not want to worry you. You always tell me things, I say quietly. You trust me. She looks at me for a long second. Her voice trembles. That is why I am calling. The screen glitches. Her image freezes. I hear a muffled male voice in the background. She panics instantly. I have to go. Rowan, please come home soon. Something is. The call cuts. The silence that follows is suffocating. My reflection stares back at me on the black screen. I feel powerless, like the sky itself is closing in. I push open the hangar door. The training floor is empty except for Nora, sitting on the metal stairs. Her eyes lift the moment she sees my face. You look like someone punched you, she says. Something is wrong with Avery. Nora stands, walking toward me slowly. Tell me. I explain everything. The hallway. The whispering. Brody acting off. The call cutting out. My voice cracks halfway through, and I hate that it does. Nora listens without interrupting. When I finish, she steps closer. Her hand rests gently on my shoulder. Warm. Steady. Grounding. You are not alone, she says. The way she says it feels heavier than comfort. Like she knows more than she should. I let out a shaky breath. I need to go home. But Dean wants me here for evaluations tomorrow. You cannot help her by rushing blindly, Nora says. You have to think. You have to stay clear. If something is happening with your brother, you need evidence, not impulse. Her hand slides from my shoulder down to my forearm. My skin tingles where she touches me. Nora, I whisper. Why do you care this much? Her eyes flicker. Maybe because someone once helped me when I had no one. Maybe I am trying to return the favor. A clang echoes through the hangar. Her phone vibrates in her pocket. She glances at the screen and her expression shifts instantly. Something tightens behind her eyes. I need to take this, she says. She steps outside. I follow her silently, stopping near the doorway. She answers the call with her back to me. Her voice is low but crisp. Yes. I am watching him. My pulse stutters. He cannot know yet. The words hit me like a cold wind. My stomach knots. My throat dries. Know what? Watching who? Me? Nora turns slightly, as if she senses me behind her. Her eyes widen. She realizes I heard. I hit the hangar door harder than I meant to. It swings back with a metallic echo that rattles through my chest. Nora looks up from the clipboard in her hands. Her eyes narrow just slightly. I walk straight toward her. My pulse feels like it is trying to punch its way out. I heard you, I say. Last night. Your phone call. You said you were watching me. She does not flinch. That makes it worse. You were not supposed to hear that, she says. That is your answer. She sets the clipboard down and steps closer. Too close. I feel the warmth of her body even in the cold hangar air. I cannot explain it, she says. Her voice stays steady. Not yet. That is not good enough, I say. Avery is sending messages that sound like fear. My brother is acting strange. And you are telling someone you are watching me. You expect me to be calm. For a moment, her eyes soften. Then she shuts it away like a door slamming. I am not your enemy, she says. Then prove it. She hesitates. That tiny pause hurts more than anything she could admit. I cannot, she whispers. Silence stretches between us, sharp enough to cut. Before I can push further, Captain Reeves calls from across the runway. Get suited up. You are flying. My anger tumbles with adrenaline. I nod and pull away from Nora, even though a part of me stays with her. She watches me walk to the jet like she wants to follow but forces herself to stay put. Captain Reeves helps me with the straps. This showcase matters, he says. His voice is rough but kind. Big names will be watching. Eyes on you. Then I need a clear head. He gives me a look that says he knows more than he shows. You will manage. I climb into the cockpit. My fingers tremble, but when the engine roars to life, the vibration steadies me. Jet fuel, metal, wind. These things make sense. People do not. Control, this is trainee 09. Ready for lift. Nora's voice fills my headset. Cleared for takeoff. Even through static, I feel her tension. Her breath is uneven. It makes mine uneven too. As I rise into the sky, the world below shrinks. The runway becomes a thin line. The hangar becomes a dot. But I feel her eyes on me the entire time. Watching. Guarding. Or hiding something. I cannot tell anymore. The flight is flawless. Turns, climbs, dives. My body moves before my brain thinks. The sky feels like the only place I can breathe. When I land, the wheels kiss the ground cleanly. The moment the cockpit opens, Captain Reeves is waiting. He looks proud, but also troubled. Good work, he says. Very good. Nora stands behind him. She looks at me like she is afraid of what comes next. Captain Reeves gestures for me to walk with him. We head toward the back of the hangar where the wind dies down and the quiet feels heavy. You earned that showcase spot, he says. Thank you. That is not why I pulled you aside. The tone in his voice makes the hairs on my arms lift. He folds his arms and studies my face, like he is deciding how much truth I can take. There is something about your family you should know. I stop breathing. What is it? He looks toward Nora, then back at me. And his next words feel like they are about to break something open inside my life. Captain Reeves does not sugarcoat it. Your family filed a request to have you removed, he says. They claimed you are not mentally stable for pilot training. The words hit like a punch under my ribs. The hangar lights feel too bright. The floor feels too far away. My brother did that, I say. Brody actually said that about me. Reeves nods once. Slow. Heavy. He was the one who pushed it. Your parents signed after. My throat dries. My palms burn. I try to laugh but nothing comes out. Why would he do that, I ask. He got everything he wanted. Why take this too? Reeves studies me with that calm, veteran gaze. Some people fear what they cannot control. The sentence lands in my chest like a weight I cannot shake off. When he walks away, my legs finally move again. I find Nora near the training lockers. She sees my face and straightens like she already knows something cracked open. What happened, she asks. I step closer. Too close, but I do not care. My family tried to kick me out, I say. Brody called me unstable. Did you know? Her eyes flicker. Just once. That is enough. You knew, I say. You could have warned me. Her jaw tightens. She looks away. I was ordered to stay quiet, she says. It was not my choice. That does not make it hurt less. Something in her expression softens, almost breaking. I wanted to tell you, she says. You were already drowning in enough. I deserved the truth. She nods. A small, pained nod. Yes. You did. The silence between us vibrates like the air before a storm. Then she steps forward and lowers her voice. Let me help you prepare for the showcase, she says. No politics. No hidden calls. Just you and me working. My heart jumps at the words you and me, even though I know it should not. Why do you care, I ask. Her eyes meet mine. Steady. Warm. A little scared. Because you fight harder than anyone here, she says. And because you are not as alone as you think. She leads me back into the simulation chamber. The hum of the systems fills the dim room. She adjusts my harness, her fingers brushing my hand. The touch is small, but it feels like it lights a fuse under my skin. Tight enough, she asks. My voice cracks slightly. Yeah. Good. She steps behind me, her breath near my shoulder. You can fly better than any trainee I have seen, she whispers. Show them they were wrong about you. We train until the lights flicker to signal closing time. Every correction from her feels like a promise. Every glance feels like a secret we are both pretending not to notice. When we finally break, I check my phone. The screen lights up with a new message from Avery. My stomach sinks before I even open it. The message is short. Shaking. Desperate. He is not who you think he is. Please come home. I am scared. My breath stops. Behind me, Nora turns at the sound of my sharp inhale. What happened, she asks. I stare at the message as the world narrows around me. Avery is scared. Of my brother. Of my family. Of something she cannot even type out. My hands tremble. Nora, I say. Something is very wrong. And I do not know who to trust anymore. Avery meets me behind the house before I even knock. The porch light flickers above her, making her thin dress look even smaller against the cold night. Her arms wrap around herself, and she keeps glancing over her shoulder like someone might follow. You came, she whispers. I ran, I say. Your message scared me. What is going on? She steps closer. Her breath shakes in the chill. It is Brody, she says. He made me go on the trip. He said it would be good for the family image. He said seeing me with him would push you to accept your place. My place, I repeat. What does that even mean? Avery bites her lip. Her eyes look tired, like she has been fighting a silent war for days. He has been trying to control your parents, she says. Telling them you need guidance. That you make reckless decisions. That they should trust him more. Why would they ever believe him? Because he is loud and you are quiet, she says. He fills the space until everyone forgets you are even in the room. Her voice breaks on the last word. I feel it in my chest like a bruise reopening. And the trip. He did that just to get to me, I ask. She nods, then steps closer. Close enough that I feel her shiver. But that is not all, she says. I need to tell you something before I lose my nerve. Her hands twist together. Her lashes lower. I liked you first, she says. Long before Brody ever noticed me. I only went out with him because I thought you never saw me. My breath catches. Heat rises under my skin. The night feels thicker. Avery, I say. If I had known. If you had told me. She shakes her head. I was scared. And he was already pulling me in. He knows how to make people feel cornered. I look at her. Really look. The girl who always smiled in my direction first. The girl who asked about my classes before she asked about anyone else. I thought I imagined it. She steps closer again. We are inches apart now, the cold forgotten. I am sorry, she whispers. I hurt you without meaning to. My phone vibrates. Nora's name flashes on the screen. Avery glances at it. You have someone worried about you, she says. I cannot talk to her right now, I say. She kept secrets from me too. Avery reaches out and touches my sleeve. The contact is small but charged. You look tired, she says. Let me just hug you. Please. Her arms slide around me. Her cheek presses to my chest. The warmth hits hard. I close my eyes for a second. Just 1 second. Then I open them. And I freeze. Through the window behind Avery, in the dark yard, I see a silhouette. Lean. Still. Watching. Nora. Her eyes meet mine through the glass. Not angry. Not surprised. Something sharper. Something that looks like hurt mixed with something I cannot name. Avery feels my body tense. What is wrong, she whispers. I cannot answer. Because Nora is standing outside my house. Watching me hold another girl. And I have no idea what she came here to say. I step into the yard before Avery can follow. The cold hits fast, cutting through my shirt. Nora stands near the fence under the dim streetlight. Her breath clouds in the air, but she does not move. What are you doing here, I say. Her eyes flick to the house, then back to me. I needed to talk to you, she says. You would not answer. You followed me across the city for a conversation. Her jaw tightens. You left without a word. You ignored every call. I was worried. About what, I ask. Your assignment. The way she flinches tells me I hit the right place. She looks down, fingers curling around her jacket sleeve. So Captain Reeves told you, she says. He told me my family tried to get me removed, I say. He did not tell me why. You know more than he does. Nora lets out a slow breath. I was trying to protect you, she says. By spying on me, my voice rises. By pretending you cared. Her eyes lift fast, sharp. I did not pretend. Not for a second. Then explain, I say. Right now. The yard falls quiet. I hear the wind brushing the trees. I hear Avery pacing inside. Nora steps closer. Not too close. Just enough that I see the tremor in her hands. I am not just a trainee, she says. My mother is the silent sponsor of the academy. She funds the fast-track program. She wanted an unbiased evaluation of the top candidates. She placed me inside. My chest tightens. You were evaluating me, I say. She nods once. I watched you fly. I tested your reactions. I reported your progress. I was never supposed to get attached. I was never supposed to get involved in your life. Her voice softens. But I did. The first day you walked into the hangar with your sleeves rolled and your whole world falling apart. You looked like someone who still wanted to fight. I did not plan what happened after. I feel anger and something softer battling inside me. So every compliment, every late session, all of it was for a report. No, her voice cracks. The training was real. The way I pushed you was real. The way I felt watching you get better, that was real too. And the phone call, I say. The one where you said you were watching me. She swallows hard. That was my mother checking on the evaluation. I tried to keep you out of this. I tried to keep both worlds separate. Avery opens the back door a little. Light spills across the grass. Are you okay? She calls out. I do not answer. Nora closes her eyes for a second, then meets my gaze again. I did not mean to fall for you, she whispers. I swear I did not. The words hit deeper than I expect. Warm and painful at the same time. My phone vibrates. Hard. I look down. Dad, Brody is hurt. We need you to fly out immediately. The screen blurs for a second as my heart kicks. Nora sees my expression shift. What happened? She asks. I read the message again. My pulse jumps. Brody, I say. He is injured. They want me to come now. Avery steps into the doorway with wide eyes. Nora reaches out like she wants to touch me, then pulls her hand back. Two girls watching me. One brother calling me home. And a choice I am not ready to make. The alarms in the hangar pulse red as I run toward the jet. My bag hits my shoulder hard. My breath fogs in the cold air. I hear footsteps behind me and I already know who it is. I am coming with you, Nora says. I stop at the base of the stairs. This is not a training flight. It is dangerous. I know, she says. Your family needs you. And you need a co-pilot you can trust. The word trust lands heavy. I look at her. Her hair is tied back tight. Her eyes are steady, but I see the fear behind them. You should not be here, I say. Maybe not, she says. But I am. I climb into the cockpit. She slides into the right seat beside me. The hum of the engines rises under us. I feel the vibration through the metal and into my hands. Checklist, I say. She hands me the sheet. Our fingers touch for a second. Too long. Too familiar. We take off fast. The runway lights streak behind us as the sky swallows the jet. Clouds thicken ahead. The turbulence hits early. The plane shudders and my seatbelt cuts into my hip. Nora braces her hands on the panel. Weather is rough. Just 2 degrees left. I see it. You are gripping too hard, she says. Because we are flying into a wall. She lets out a breath. Then break through it with me. The storm slams us again. The jet tilts hard. Warnings flash across the screen. My stomach drops as the nose dips. Stall warning, she says. I pull back on the yoke. Too slow. Too heavy. My pulse jumps in my throat. Help me, I say. Her hand locks onto mine. Warm. Firm. Steady. Together we pull back. The plane fights us, rattling like it wants to shake free, but slowly the nose rises. The warning silences. We level out. My heart pounds. Nora leans back, breath unsteady. We did it. I look at her. Sweat lines her forehead. Her chest rises fast. She meets my eyes, and something shifts. Calm. Honest. Raw. I am sorry, she says quietly. For what part, I ask. For hurting you, she says. For hiding who I am. For making you feel like you were nothing more than a file. You are not. Not to me. The hum of the engines fills the silence. I want to believe her. I want to breathe again. Hours pass. Clouds clear. Land appears beneath us. The runway lights blink like a lifeline. I guide the jet down and the wheels hit the ground smooth. The cabin lights brighten. We stop. I unbuckle and climb out first. The airport doors burst open and my mother runs toward me. Her steps are uneven, frantic. She grips my arms like she is afraid I will disappear. Thank God, she says, shaking. Thank God you came. What happened, I ask. Her voice cracks as she tries to speak. Your brother told us everything. Oh God. Please do not hate us. My stomach twists tight. What did he tell you? She breaks down into my chest. Behind me, Nora steps off the jet and freezes, staring at my mother like she already knows the truth is bad. Very bad. My pulse spikes. What did Brody say about me? Her answer will break something open. And I do not know if I am ready for it. The hospital room smells like antiseptic and coffee. Brody sits on the edge of the bed, pale and bandaged, but awake. I cross my arms. My chest feels tight. I need to say something, he says. His voice is quiet, almost afraid. I am listening, I say. I messed up, he admits. I was jealous. You always had your head in the clouds, dreaming, and I thought if you succeeded, you'd leave us. I thought I had to prove I was the one in control. You sabotaged me, I say, my voice low but steady. You tried to make me fail the one thing I wanted more than anything. I know, he says. His eyes drop. I am sorry. I see it now. You are not just my brother. You are your own person. I want to punch him. I want to forgive him. I do neither. I just nod. The door opens softly. Avery slips inside, her hands folded, shifting nervously from foot to foot. Hey, she says. I wanted to know if we are okay. After everything. I study her face. The same girl who looked scared behind the hotel hallway, who confessed her feelings, who waited for me in the cold. My chest softens. We are figuring it out, I say. Not ready to promise more, but I mean it. She steps closer. My pulse spikes. Her eyes flick to Brody, then back to me. She offers a tentative smile. I am glad you are safe. I nod. Outside the window, a figure leans against the glass. Nora. She waves softly. Her presence is steady. I nod back, feeling the weight of everything between us. Weeks of tension, trust broken, trust rebuilt. Her eyes meet mine and hold it. The message is clear. We'll figure us out. Weeks later, I sit in the cockpit of my own jet, license in hand, heart racing differently. This time, no one tells me where to go. No one decides for me. The first family flight I am assigned is one I orchestrated. Brody sits quietly, humbled, eyes down. Mom and Dad stare at the clouds outside, seeing the world from a seat I control. Look at that, Mom whispers. I grip the yoke, steady. The sun reflects off the instruments. The hum of the engines feels like home. Nora joins the crew, stepping into the cabin beside me. She smiles softly. A glance. A touch on my shoulder. Her warmth tells me everything will be okay. We lift into the clouds. The ground falls away. Houses, cars, cities become tiny, like a map we can fold. The world looks smaller from my window seat. I have worked for this view, for this control, for the freedom to choose. My phone buzzes. Avery's name flashes. I glance down. I'm not giving up on you, it reads. I let a small smile slip. My heart tightens, but the tension is different now. It is not fear or frustration. It is anticipation. Possibility. I lift higher. The sky opens above me, endless. The wind presses against the fuselage, carrying the scent of freedom and jet fuel. Nora's hand brushes mine just lightly. Enough. I lean back, taking it all in. The turbulence we survived, the betrayals, the lies, the secret truths. The family, the girls, the academy. For the first time, the air feels like mine. And the story is only beginning.